I want to make this video to share a story or an illustration that I believe the Lord gave me when I was praying a few weeks ago. And it is this, and it's specifically speaking about how we are to yield to God. It's a multi-layered illustration and it can be understood in various different layers and regarding various different points. But it is a principle that carries through in regard to our relationship with God and how we are to walk in this life and to approach certain situations. So imagine you are in a large room. There's just a large room filled with keys, all these different various keys. And I'm talking like millions of keys, like just a massive pile of keys. They're all different. They all have variations. They all look different. They're all not the same key is the point. And there is a door in front of you. Now this door can symbolize whatever you think, essentially. It can be the door into heaven. It can be the solution to your problem. The idea is you need the key to get through that door and to enter into the other side. That key opens that door. And you see behind you, there's all of these keys. So how do you go about finding the correct key? Because behind that door lies the heavenly treasure, lies heavenly wisdom. There are certain ways in which you can go about this, and it describes the different types of people in this life and the different kinds of ways that people act. First of all, there is the person who just gives up. They think it's too much, right? There's all these keys, there's this door. How am I going to do this? And they just lay down and give up. They don't even bother to try, right? That's the first group of people. The second group of people are those who, with their own willpower, their own mental strength, go about trying to figure out a means to find the key. They'll examine the lock, they'll look at the kind of lock, and then they'll see, okay, all of these keys are different. I can remove a certain amount of keys from this group, right? I understand that, you know, if there's only 3 prongs in the door, then the key with 4 prongs won't open the door. Or if the door lock is, let's say it's gold, the silver keys probably don't relate to that door. So they're removing certain keys. They're trying to whittle it down so that they can find the right key. They're using their brain, they're exercising their strength, they're using their own reason and their mind to try to figure it out. And obviously that's a better approach than just giving up. There's also that group that just says sheer willpower, sheer force, sheer physical endurance. I'm just going to test every key. I'm just going to go in and try every key on that lock. And eventually, after a long enough time, I'm going to find the right key. But we have to remember there's millions of keys, right? This is just, it's more than an endurance test. It's just this room, just this door, and this pile of keys. So these are different groups of people. The one who give up, the one who use their mental strength and mental capacity to analyze and reason, and the others who just use their sheer willpower and their physical strength to try to just barge through, right? And then there is the fourth group of people. Now this group of people, they are the people who rely on God. In fact, they're the godly people, they're the religious people, and they say, all right, Lord, please help me to find the right key. I want to know the right key. They pray before they go searching for the key. And that sounds good. That sounds right. But in fact, they have missed the true key. And it's the last group of people who find the key to enter through that door and to get through the other side where the heavenly treasure lies, where the heavenly wisdom lies, where heaven itself is, where God is behind that door, or it's the solution to their problem. Whatever it is, they find the key, and it's this: Lord, I can't do this in my own strength. I need you to open the door for me. It's these people who yield. They admit that they can't do it without God. And when that person yields, the door opens. When they admit they have no strength in of themselves, God opens the door. Because that is the key: submission and yielding to God. And He will make the way for us. And you can see how that will apply in many different scenarios, whatever it may be. Even in relating to salvation itself, we are not in our own strength doing and working out our salvation. It's the strength of God through us. God saves us when we yield to Him, when we let go and surrender, and He gives us the power and He gives us the answer. He doesn't want us looking for solutions in our own strength, even in our own religious strength. See, that group of people who said, Lord, help me find the key, they had the right idea, but they were still seeking, they were asking God's blessing on their own strength rather than giving themselves fully to God. They were saying, basically, I have a plan, I have an idea, God, please bless it. They were not saying, Lord, I yield to you, please show me the way, please show me and teach me and open it for me. I pray, therefore, that this illustration is helpful and that the Lord will use it to bless many. In Jesus' name, amen.